So I was just browsing Golf Now the other day when I was looking for some tee times when I came across this.
What the f? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that $1,200 for a round of golf is not accessible for the masses. Now, the question is, can I build you a golf adventure for less than that? And if I'm being honest, yeah, that's fairly easy. How about we make this challenge on hard mode? Can I build you the perfect golf weekend trip for you and the boys for less than $400 and something that's worth the time off? And I promise you, the answer will surprise you.
Wanna get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies, couple whips and lots of fancy things. The kids they tops on, tops on. Make money, fuck bitches. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Hey, John, hey, these is drunk. Wanna come in?
This is Golfing on a Budget. Today we're going to be going to Central California. In this series, I'm going to detail exactly how much it costs to get there, to stay there, and to play there. We're going to go to 3 courses today. I'm going to show you guys the 3 ranging options. The cheap option, that is obviously still something we can play. Something that I think the place is known for, or like a middle tier. And the third one will be the best value or the most expensive, something along those lines. At the end of the video, I'll detail everything. I'll add everything up for you guys to see exactly how much the trip costs, and I promise, I guarantee it'll still cost less than what you can think. It'll be just a few $100 for a golf trip that'll last you a few days. Get ready. We're going to be stopping at the first option, which is going to be Hunter Ranch Golf Course. I was able to get on the course for $60. Holy shit, $60? You can't even buy a carton of milk anymore for $60 in Los Angeles, let alone play a round of golf.
Tucked away in the rolling hills of Paso Robles wine country lies Hunter Ranch Golf Course, a true central coastal gem. Every hole offers sweeping vineyard views, dramatic elevation changes, and pristine fairways that demand precision. With lightning-quick greens and golden California backdrops, Hunter Ranch delivers a round that is challenging and breathtaking. With the tips being 6,751 yards, a course rating of 72.1, and a slope of 136, this is a challenging but very fruitful course that I can't wait to share with you guys.
I want to draw one. We're going to start one on this right side of the tree. Shout out to the drone cam. Hopefully it picks a nice little shot up here. Ooh, that's probably dead. By some miracle, we have found our ball. Yeah, there is a little bit of a gap here to just get back onto the fairway. Let's go. Go that way, though. We found our ball. Nice, middle of the fairway. Ah! No. Run. Think I got to break it right to left. Another very long putt that I hope to get close enough to just 2-putt and get the hell out of here again. Oh, that is an eagle. You heard that? Yeah. You see it up there? It's a bloody eagle. Oh, little eagle. All right, that was a really good 2-putt. We like those. I think we might have a surprise for you at the end of this hole. And I think this is the signature hole here. Danger awaits us around 270. So I got mini driver, just gonna bink this one up there. Bada bink. Far right! That went so far right, that's unbelievable. The green is an island green, as you guys can see from the drone cam. I just gotta go straight over this tree. I think it's pretty good. We'll find out shortly. Let's go. I think it's okay. Dude, that was like an unbelievable shot. I don't know where the ball went. Oh, it's right here. Let's go. Oh, let's go. By the skin of my teeth, we're still alive, bro. Let's go. Ball's very dirty, but we'll just tap this guy in. Boom! That has to be the greatest par I've ever made in my life. The fact that we found the ball barely over the creek. I did not put it there. I swear to God, I did not. That feels good. Let's go. So I'm still trying to figure out where we're actually hitting the ball. I'm gonna take mini driver because I don't know where I'm supposed to hit it. Great shot, but I think it's gonna go into that bunker. Hopefully it's short. Good shot. Good bloody shot. I think we got 153 this pin. It's gonna take all of this 9-iron. Full swing. All of the enchilada. Please be the number. One time today. Oh! 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 Oh my God, that almost went in, dude. Did you see that? Did I just commit to that shot, fool? Holy guac. Oh, we gotta go, babe. Look at that. Look where it pitched, dude. Oh my God. That would have been the sickest play of my life. Let's go. I'm a dog, bro. That's really me. That feels good. At least we got a birdie on this trip. Makes it worth it.
After picking up a birdie and enjoying a wonderful round there at Hunter Ranch, 35 minutes westbound towards the Pacific, we find a beautiful, and when I say beautiful, I mean beautiful golf course. But first, let's stop and enjoy a wonderful pierside lunch.
Just pulled up to Morro Bay, which I think is the creme de la creme. This is the best part of Central California, is being able to get here by the water, and we just happen to be at Morro Bay. Clouds are off in the distance, but for now, it's beautiful blue skies. The sun will be setting in a couple of hours. I don't know what that is. Is that Morro Bay? Is that the Bay of Morro? Either way, like we talked about, this is gonna be a little bit of a vloggy, a little bit of a golf thing, but my goal is to show you guys that the golf trip of a lifetime isn't about playing the most expensive courses, it's about finding the hidden gems. So right after this, we're gonna be heading over to a gem. I was told by a local that I had to go over there, so I'm gonna go check it out and I'll let you guys know how it is. Welcome to Morro Bay Golf Course. This place looks like an absolute gem. And you're seeing me, I'm currently in a little bit of a vest situation. It's not a different day. I'm still wearing the same clothes, still the same episode. We're gonna try to get 9 holes in at Morro Bay Golf Course. It is only 45 minutes from the last golf course we went on, which was amazing. And it's 40 degrees cooler. It's currently like 60 degrees here. Over there was 105. So, you know, obviously closer to the water. Super, super excited to be here. Let's get off this first tee, par 5. And we're just gonna take it easy. You guys will just kind of, not much talking. It'll be showing off a little more of the course, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Front driver down the runway. Okay. 125 to the spin. Gonna hit a little gap wedge. Go, please. Go, 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 go. Just a little short. Not bad though. All these greens are diabolically slow. All right, so totally different vibe from the last place we were just at in many different ways. Tee boxes are actually maintained pretty nicely here, which I really appreciate. These fairways are lined by trees, which is beautiful to look at. And especially if you're walking the course, $35 for a twilight round seems fair. Classic municipal course. Honestly, it's definitely taken care of in a better way. And dude, look at the clouds just off the greens. This is great. Again, this is a municipal course, so a lot of stuff is gonna just be, it is what it is. I think this is what makes golf special, is finding the adventure. I didn't even know I was gonna come here to add a different planned out second course, and I was highly recommended at the last course we were at to come here. And I'm happy we did, because it's much cooler.
Even with the zoom ins, I can't even see anything. Can you do the face one more time?
for a check. Tell him it ain't likely. Said she need a ring like Carmelo. You must be on that white like Othello. All you want is Nike.
Really good up and down.
But the real
Chipping prodigy.
just like
Let's go. We're in the clouds.
This is what the series is all about, guys. Finding crazy places like this. To think you could get on this course for $35 is unbelievable. It's 60 degrees out here today.
the line. Go up for ASAP. R.I.P. Pimp C.
Okay.
R.I.P. Trayvon. That nigga look just like me.
All right, well, if you guys enjoyed the series, make sure to click a like button down below. Comment, let me know what other cities you think are some hidden gems that I should go travel to. Remember, we will get on planes. It's not just about being close to LA. There's a bunch of cheap flights out there where we can make it work. But this video's not over yet. We still got to detail how much we spent on this entire trip. So that'll be happening right after this hole. So let's finish this up. Dang it! Thought I made that. Dang it. All right, well, we'll tap that in. Like we said, we've got some numbers. We've got some accounting to do. We've got some numbers to run. Get your money up, not your funny up, you feel me? All right, we'll tap this in. Oh, also, I said 3 golf courses. The last golf course is actually what we'll talk about right now. Briefly, we're not gonna be able to play there, but that's okay. I still want to talk about it, and then we'll talk about the money. Sorry. The third golf course, unfortunately, we were not able to go to, but I feel like it'd be a disservice to you guys not to mention it. And that's going to be the Paso Robles Golf Club. This is going to be a short course, something that's going to be demanding off the tee, but really fun and approachable for a ton of different level of players. 6,147 yards from the tips, with the slope being 119 and the rating being 70.2. This is a course that's definitely gettable. The reason that I bring it up is that it was recently renovated. This is actually one of the other options that a local had pointed out to me. And that's really what this series is all about, finding local spots that are kind of off the beaten path. And for this golf course, I can't lie, from what the locals told me, it had a little bit of a bad rap. Not because it was a bad course, but it just was underwhelming and a little bit outdated. But with some of the recent renovations, a lot of the locals were raving to me, telling me that it's one of the fun places to play, and that coupled with the most important thing, that this is actually going to be the wild card of today's episode. One, because you can get onto the course as a non-resident for $52 for a twilight time. I think that is unbelievably fair. It's definitely a walkable course, and it's something that I said for the 13th time now. It's approachable, it's actually scoreable. So for me, those are all the things I want to see. There's some water force carries, par 5s that are reachable in 2. Unfortunately, I won't be able to give my score on this course because I did not play it myself, but from what I understand, it's definitely a course that you have to check out. So let's quickly detail what the itinerary looked like as well as what the price of everything is. For my recommendation, if you live in Los Angeles and you're just doing Central California, it's a really easy one-day trip. You can get 3 golf courses very comfortably in between the 2 days, especially if you're on the Morro Bay side. It's much cooler, it's much easier. I'd recommend attacking the Paso Robles or the more inland courses on the first day. So Hunter Ranch, I'd bang that out on the first day. Gonna get hot, sweaty, and sticky. It'll be a little rough. And then maybe cool off that night by playing Morro Bay like I did. You can get a twilight time, enjoy the sunset on the top of the peak, looking at Morro Bay. That's beautiful. I'd stay one night in a hotel, and then the next morning before I head back home to LA, I'd pick up one more round of golf at the Paso Robles Golf Club. There is one little caveat that I did put on this list, and that is if you wanted to add an extra day and you wanted to visit what I feel like is the best budget. It's not that cheap, to be fair, but it's one of the best golf courses you can ever go to, and it's almost a hidden gem. There's not enough YouTube videos on it. I'll touch a bit. That's like my little special thing I'll go over at the end of this, but let's go over it. The Morro Bay Golf Course, twilight tee time as a walking person for one guest is $30. Hunter Ranch, the discount that I got was $62 in a cart for a player that is unbeatable for a really great golf course. Paso Robles Golf Club is $52 as a walking guest at twilight, which again, I feel like is very good. If you don't want to go to the twilight times, I believe it's $72. So again, not too bad. Heading over to transportation, for me in the vehicle that I had, it's about $87 from what I did the math of. Round trip, it's about 400 miles from LA. Lodging is going to be about $65 to $100. The place that we found was $65. It's not super fancy, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be out all day enjoying the town. It's like a small town vibe. It's great to just go out, grab a drink late night, taking your lady or going with the boys, you know what I mean? That sounds like a great time. So again, I just think one night's enough, and it doesn't need to be a bougie place. 65 is more than enough. Food is kind of where this part of the video gets a little tricky, depending on what your diet is and how kind of all out you're willing to go or how budget friendly you want to go. You can spend anywhere from $25, $30 in a day to, you know, what I feel like is the more normal, which is $75 to $100. You're going to be eating out for every meal. If you do the math, that's $371 for everything. Again, this is specific to if you are from LA. If you're flying in from out of town, the way that I would approach this trip would be to make it a combo trip. So I'd land in LA or San Francisco, and I would attack this as a kind of like western leg or like a West Coast, California coast road trip over 3 or 4 days. I'd play golf every single day, and I'd go from San Francisco to Morro Bay, Paso Robles to Los Angeles, or vice versa. There's so many wonderful golf courses along that side. I'd fly into the cheapest place, which is San Francisco or LAX, whatever's cheaper. I'd rent a car, and I'd drop the car off at LAX or the opposite spot, and then just fly back out from there. I think you can really get away with a really cheap trip like that, especially if you do one of those like late calls. There's like an app called Skip Lag where you can get onto flights for super duper cheap. All that being said, the little surprise I have for you guys, and I mean, if you guys are familiar with the area at all, it's pretty obvious. Sandpiper Golf Course is one of the nicest golf courses you can go to. You can get a twilight time starting at 2 o'clock or 2:52, I think, for $157. That put our total budget up to $528. But granted, I didn't get to do it this time around, but I could not recommend it enough. If you wanted to remove one of the other courses, maybe like the Paso Robles course, you can easily hop onto that course for another $100 in difference. It'll be one of the best golf courses you probably ever play in your life, probably in the top 25. And for $150 by the beach, it's like Pebble Beach, but like a chiller version, if that makes sense. Still super demanding, very difficult golf course, but one that I'd highly recommend. Now we're going to quickly go over the Kieran Arena Golf score for the two courses that I had the pleasure of playing. If there's anything I'm forgetting under the descriptions or the categories, let me know, because I'm open to a couple of different ideas. But we're going to open things up here with the Morro Bay course. Value for me is a 7.5. The consideration for value is just how much the round costs versus like kind of, I guess, the funness of the course, like what I'm getting. And I feel like 7.5 is a perfect. It's significantly above average. It's a beautiful location. The weather is impeccable. And I think that counts for something. So 7.5 is fair. Greens for me are going to be a 6.7. A little slow for my liking, a little spongy, and maybe it's just the area. I'm not too sure, but quite a bit of imperfection. Feel like 6.7 might be even a bit generous. Fairways for me are going to be a 6.5. Again, very damp, very wet, and very sloped. Bunkers for me were going to be a 7. To be honest, I don't even remember being in a bunker, but maybe they're pretty bad or worse than that. Pace of play is a 9.5. That's a really big number, but I promise you it's a good one. I'm sure this will be different. It is a public and municipal golf course. On a Saturday at 12, it's probably going to be way worse than this, but for a twilight time on a Friday, we just ripped right through that place like nothing. So we didn't have to wait for anyone. We caught up to one group, I think, on the 8th or 9th hole, and they just instantly were like, hey, just play through. The vibe for me is a 9. The area, the view of Morro Bay, the just the energy of the golf course, the friendliness of the staff. It just felt great. Like I just felt at home. I felt really welcome, and I think that kind of matters for something. So 9. Difficulty for me is just a 5. It's nothing really to write home about. It's not super long. It's not super undulating. The greens are super slow. So for me, it's just right smack dab in the middle, very average. For me, I only played 9 holes, so I can't apply a signature hole. There was a lot of fog, so couldn't really see too much. So just don't feel like I can rate a score on any of the 9 holes that I played. The practice facility and the range was a 4, although they had a really nice putting surface. Like we mentioned, the greens were a little rough, in my opinion, in the first place. And then the driving range that they had is pretty abysmal. Just is not really much to expect there. It feels like a very small bay area. You can hit, I don't even know if you can hit driver in that area. It's really small, feels a little claustrophobic. So for that reason, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give it a 4. And for the total sum, you'll see it right here on the screen, 55.2 out of a capacity or a maximum 90 score. So not bad at all, but definitely something that I think is worth checking out on your trip to Central California. Heading over to Hunter's Ranch now. Hunter's Ranch is going to be an 8 on the value scale for me. A really solid golf course for $62 to play a challenging course like this. Although the conditions were a little hot, and again, maybe it's a little more expensive on weekends, this felt like a solid place to be. I really enjoyed it. The value is definitely there for how competitive and fun the round was. The greens were going to be a 7.1, significantly better than Morro Bay. They were significantly faster, a little soft, but again, I like the greens. Fairways for me are going to be a 6.8. Nothing to write home about, definitely above average. This is going to be the worst part of the golf course, and it's not close. It's going to be the bunkers. The bunkers were an absolute shambles. They were like worse than mud that was frozen over in the ice age. I mean, literally unplayable if I'm being totally honest. It felt like it was filled in with rocks, mud, and cement, like quick drying cement. Like, you know when you put your feet inside of a bunker and you like kind of shimmy to get nice and stable? Nothing happened. Like none of the mud broke up. It just wasn't great, if I'm being totally honest. Could just be the time of the year. I'm not too sure. It wasn't great though. I'm sorry, I gotta be honest. Pace of play, once again, a 9.5 on a Friday at what felt like prime time, although it was 105 degrees out there. It was unbelievable. The pace of play was ridiculous. I think we finished the round in like 3 hours or something. That's pretty great for people filming as well. So big props to them. It's a very efficiently run course, and it's super laid back, a chill vibe, but again, it's very competitive, which I like. Difficulty for me is going to be a 6.8. Again, significantly above average. It's not an easy course by any means, but I feel like if you're a pretty good golfer, I'm sure you can go pretty low. Where it gets really hard, and at the end of my round, and why I gave it a 6.8, is the wind is not protected. There is no trees up there. A little bit line, a couple fairways, but your ball is constantly getting above the tree line, and the wind is going to be howling. And towards the middle to late parts of the day, I'm not surprised if it gets up pretty fast, affects your ball flight. So that's definitely something that to keep in mind and what makes it pretty tricky. For me, the signature hole, I think was hole 5 or 11, I can't remember, but it's the one where we had, I think it was hole 5. We hit the ball, you had to stay short of that massive kind of like water creek thing down the middle, and then there was like an island or a peninsula green. I shot it way out right and I had to go way over this tall grass. Ended up getting a sick par there. Beautiful, beautiful hole, and what it felt like to me, which was clearly the signature hole. Just after that was also a great hole. Okay, it was hole 11. Hole 12 was also wonderful. I got to just hit it right over that big body of water, kind of like a blind-ish tee shot. You couldn't see the green from the tee box. I love that. Wrapping things up, the practice facility for me is an 8. There was like 2 different chipping green area things, a bunker spot, a practice green, and more importantly, the driving range was wide open, and the best part of the driving range, you could hit off of the grass. I love that. I hate mats, and it did not look like there was a single mat in sight. It seems like they're always grass, which is huge. I really appreciate when a club does that. Golf courses, it's brutal work to allow people to hit off of green grass all the time. That's why people use mats, because it's way easier to upkeep. So props to them for that. That's going to wrap up Hunter Ranch, and we're going to give it a score of 62.3 out of 90. Really solid course, and one that I would definitely see myself in the future playing again. all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys go to any of these golf courses or have been there or will go there, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about them. But until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Run good on the greens. Deuces.